Okay. A while back, Crinacle made a video recommending gamers a headphone. And the video was stupid, and we're going to discuss it. But the things that he did say are true when it comes to a good headphone in general. And that's what we're going to talk about, what he should have recommended. So let's listen to what we're going to list off all of what he says a good gamer headphone should have.
General, for a competitively advantageous headphone, you want a headphone that is neutral to bright sounding, as well as having wide soundstage, pinpoint precise imaging, most all of which would probably land you with an open back headphone. And if you're talking about immersiveness, anything works. It's not like you need some special headphone just to enjoy your movie or your video game or whatever. Right? Some of you may feel like you want to be in a movie, like you want to be in a Michael Bay film, hearing all the explosions and feeling like you're on the run from something, I guess. Then you want a bass boosted headphone. But here's the weird catch-22. If you get a bass boosted headphone, it's not necessarily competitively advantageous, because for a headphone to be competitively advantageous, you want it to display gunshots and footsteps much more clearly, which is directly contrasting and immersively engaging headphone. So really, between the two, you really have to pick and choose. Do you want it to be immersive or do you want it to be advantageous? Honestly, pick immersive, because as I mentioned again, you all see my one. The third point is a microphone. You just want something with a microphone.
Okay. So those are the things that he said that a good gamer headphone should have. Bright and clear, so you can hear footsteps. A wide soundstage, which is good imaging. So again, basically, wide soundstage, bright, bass boosted. Let's continue. Let's listen to what he thinks about the Ship 9500s for gaming and the $100 price point.
Not great. But let's say you have $100 to spend. Let's say you really want to maximize your budget. I would still say to get a KLC 75, but I feel obligated to mention this headphone as well. The Philips SHP 90. The Philips SH. I can't finish it. The Philips SHP 9500. Yes, the Ship, as they call it, is also a pretty decent gaming headphone, and only a gaming headphone. I would never ever use it for music listening. Oh dear God, it's not bad. I'm just exaggerating the whole, but it's been overhyped to hell. And honestly, every time I hear the SHP 95, just makes me want to dry heave. So if you're willing to spend a little bit more money, just...
Okay, so he thinks the Ship 9500 is overrated. Let's listen to what he thinks is in the game for gaming headphones.
And now we head into the end game. Probably the best headphone that you can possibly get for gaming. And drumroll, HD800. Most people who already know of the HD800's existence would know that this would be an obvious mention. It is the headphone with the widest soundstage, the best imaging. It depends on who you ask. And it has that bright neutral signature that is almost perfect for gaming. If you want a sound whore, this is the best headphone, bar none. But let's not kid ourselves. This is extremely expensive. Sometimes I need to remind myself that most gamers are only willing to spend $200 on a gaming headphone.
Now, let's go back to the Ship 9500 compared to the Sennheiser HD800. They have the same frequency response. Yes, they have the same frequency response. The Ship 9500 and the Sennheiser HD800 have the same frequency response, even though the Ship 9500s are overrated and make him want to throw up. But he did say they're kind of good. The only difference is the HD800 have a little bit more sub-bass extension, and they're a little bit smoother in the high mids where the soundstage is. The treble, both of them have this weird 6K peak. Can you see that? 6K. Let's listen to this.
You see this? You see this? A lot of people like this. I like this. So the thing is, you only need to do one thing. You only need to do one thing. Just that 6K, right? That 6K spike, all you need to do is just kill it. Just normal only. Very, very easy one. Not very easy lah, but you know. And what you do? You fucking... I'm being too emotional about this. I'm done. Let's just go back to normal. So really, my only problem...
So, the 6K peak. Let's look at the DT990s versus the HD800s. The DT990s with worn pads do not have the 6K peak. They don't have this 9K cut. They have the same amount of treble. They have the same wide soundstage, pretty much. Okay? And the DT990s in red have a bass boost. That's right. The DT990s have bright, clear treble, wide soundstage. That equals imaging. Okay? This region is imaging. Okay, the high mids. The scoop combined with the treble boost is imaging. Wide soundstage, bright is imaging. Okay? And it has the bass boost. Alright? So, again, this is the HD800s, HD800 without the S that he recommended, versus the DT990s. Okay? They both have the wide soundstage. They both have bright treble. The DT990s do not have that 6K peak that he complained about. That's the only thing that they had to fix, besides this huge cut right here. And then he said, a bass boost, like a Michael Bay movie, so you can hear that impactful bass. Okay, so this is analytical bass, this is balanced bass. That's all you need to know. And balanced bass actually sounds like real world energy in the bass. Okay. I should have had some more videos, but people talk about the HD800, HD800S being very lean, not having enough bass. Very cold and analytical. So a balanced bass is actually better. Like Crinacle said, a bass boost. So Crinacle essentially recommended the DT990s. Bullshitted, saying the Ship 9500s were not that good and overrated, even though they have the same response as his overrated HD800. Okay.